All right. See if this works out. The little thing pops up, says about the internet connection. It's going to do that because I had to switch everything around. The other day I was trying to do one and it wouldn't load for like it was kept loading for like 20 minutes. So just going to see if this works out. Wait a minute or two. All right. I'll wait about 30 seconds, see if anybody comments or anything. If not, I'll just go ahead and start. Been back to work 4 days, and I already smashed my hand. The hand and my right arm hand. This is the arm that I almost lost, but hey, in my own fault. I was trying to do two things at once, and you can't do stuff like that. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and start. People can pop in. I'm going to do one today. I'm not going to do one tomorrow because I got to work. So I'm going to do these on my days off now. Before I can do them every day, but they don't. Doing them every day, doesn't benefit. I mean, like I said, I enjoy doing these, but doesn't benefit me getting money or anything. I don't. It's not like a job that I get paid for. This is just a hobby, something I like to do. I'm not like everybody else that wants money. But anyways, like I said, I'm not. I'm going to do one today. I'm not going to do one. I won't be doing one tomorrow because I got to work, and I'll be doing one Sunday. But I won't be at home, which where I'm at now. I mean, you can see, the other one I did. People were like, "Hey, your background was different," That one, I'm only going to do that one if I bring someone on. That I'm going to have to figure out. There's one person I want to bring on. I'm waiting for them to get back to me to see if they want to do it. But like I said, I'm going to do one today, one Sunday. I was wanting to do two today, but I'm like, I'll just do one. But like I said, I do them about this time because when you have teenagers and an older kid that likes to be on the internet, it's hard. Like I said, it's hard to get on. So, but oh shit, I was going. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to work yesterday, and I didn't. The day before, and like 48 hours, the gas went from like three something to over $4. Which people have the right to be mad because I looked into, I'm not these people who just, I hear look all right before I start. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I'm not these people who I get on there, start spouting garbage that they don't look, to see, well, non-packs is what I'm trying to say. There's we had, I just looked into it. We have gas wells around here, and I think, what the hell? If we have gas wells around here that we can fuel cars and stuff like that, why are they going? They going to other countries? That's the only thing I don't understand. Biden's going to end up really, really destroying himself when he tries to run again, because said it wording like, hey, our gas is really expensive over here, but he's got his nose and stuff up, overseas. I feel bad for the Ukrainian people. I don't think it's right for them to have to go through that. Oh, hold on. I think someone just messaged me. Tell me that it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Oh, what do you do? It always snows in March. But anyway, them, like I said on the last one, them poor people over there, having that happen, tearing families away from each other. Them bombing hospitals and stuff like that. I watched one where I couldn't watch the whole thing because it was really upsetting. Where they were bombing, I guess shrapnel hit an infant baby, and the baby didn't make it. I'm like, that's just ridiculous. I just kicked my table, but yeah, it's just asinine, the whole situation, and people getting killed over there. Up, someone just popped in. Yeah, I said that's what I said. The same problems here with one of them's gas. I was like, well, my sister took me to work. I looked up and I'm like, less than 24 hours or 48 hours, it went from like 385 to, and now it's like 409. I'm like, good Lord. Yeah, I was like, and I was watching the news this morning. One place it was like 5 something. I was like, holy cow. And we have gas wells around here. I was watching last night when I come in from work. I was looking it up, and we have gas wells that they shut down. Well, how much snow are blizzard? Is how much snow are we supposed to get, Keith? Yeah, I seen it where it's supposed to snow. It just come across my phone. I just get the little flat thing off my phone that you plug your phone into, because just get on my nerves. When this, okay, that's not too bad. At least it's not like one that's 6 feet. They say it's supposed to snow, but I'll end up mountain because it's supposed to warm up again. Yeah, it's like. Then I've been back to work. Like, I don't know if he was on here when I said I'm back to work 4 days, and I've already smashed like my thumb, my index finger, and this finger. So I had to put, I was not, trying to do 2 things at once, and I got to put band-aids on my hand. I got to find them. I think the kids had them. Yeah, that's it. Right before I come on, well, when I tried to come on, everything, I I went to push a live and then went back and went to totally something else. I'm like, what the hell? But I can be, that's my left hand. I can be, I was going to be a smart, being a smart ass. My God. But yeah, it's like, with the, like gas thing, that's why, I couldn't figure out, I can't figure out why we just don't, we have it over here. Why go over and pay all these people? I guess they ain't going to get him from him anymore. I guess everybody's, out to get him. China won't support him. And they, I gotta stop watching the news so much. But I was at work yesterday. By the outside, and someone come by and said, "Hey, aren't you the guy that does wrestling?" I said, "Then guy beside me was at work, and he goes, what?" I said, Sunday, and I told him, or is that?" He just kind of looked at me. I said, "Yeah." So and then I explained to him why they yelled at, and he asked me where it was at. So, but he has to work. They said he'd go if he didn't have to work. They tried to get me to work Sunday. Said, "Oh, we have you scheduled down," and well, which I got it taken care of. I said, I showed her the text. I said, and she goes, "Oh," she goes, "That's right." So they fixed it. Man, I'm telling you, when the first day I come home, I walked like I got hit by a car. I was like, Jesus, my back is killing me. Of course, they think that my back's killing me because of my cholesterol medicine. Then I guess my blood pressure was kind of high. And I got says I got arthritis in my back, neuropathy, I think that's how you say it, in my legs and my feet. And I got it, my shoulder looks like someone took a claw hammer to it. I said, she's so surprised that I could, I mean, there's days where it gets cold. I'm like, but she up my wind medicine. So I took out last night. I come home. I took a couple Tylenol, and man, I was out. It was that. I think it was the PMs. Yeah, I was like, because first couple of days, I was like, wow. When you haven't worked for 7 months because being in the hospital. I was a mess. Okay, went away. And then being in the hospital a month and doing 3 months of physical therapy. I'm like, wow. But yeah, like I said, it's not the job I was wanting to get, but hey, it's better than nothing. And I was trying to get something in town, but hey, if it snows and I can't get home, I'm gonna come crash at your place, Keith. You have to kick all your hose outside. Keith's house like a pimp house. He has all these women. You have all your women coming over. What you don't, I mean, anybody watching, I teach him about that. He lives by himself. He's done with people going, hey, this guy, oh my God. Yeah, you do. I give you that much credit. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm going to get down there early Sunday. We can hang out before everything starts. I think it's just going to be me Isabel, I don't, like I said, I don't know what the fuck Hannah's doing. uh, that's what, when you get on it, when you set this up, it says, yeah, yes, this is for children can watch, or no. And I always put no because you never know what's going to pop up. And so that's why I got it modified. Yeah, she's going to be there. She's got her outfit picked out already. So at least you get to watch wrestling. She wasn't even worried about that. She just wants to hang out with Tab. It's someone likes hanging out with her. I'm just teasing. I guess I don't know what Isabella's or Hannah's going to do. I asked her if she wanted to go. She might, or and like I said, I don't know. She's one of them people that at the last minute will tell you what's going on. Now God, that's all I need. No, she like when for school she'll put her outfit out like if like there's wrestling, she'll put her stuff out so she knows where it's at. She ain't looking for no goddamn man. That's I don't think anybody can put up with her. No. But she's gonna drive me nuts. Like every day that I've been at work, she gets from school. Like I say, I don't know what Hannah's gonna do, but if she, like I said, she might go. I asked her. I said, if you want to go, you can go. If not, I don't know. She can stay home. But it does. The last time she went, of course, it's been a while ago. She was getting ready. But I'm going too. I'm like, goddamn teenagers. This kid I worked at, where he's new, and oh my god, the other day I was about ready to strangle him or pull my hair out. I mean, he's a nice kid. He does not want to work, and he's slow as hell. I told my sister, I said, "Oh my god," I said, "You need to get rid of him." She said, "Oh, I can't get rid of him." I said, "I'll get rid of him." I said, "Go turn him in the dumpster out back." But he's just foo. And then, like I said, I'm actually glad I'm get to get back to work. Like I said, I get paid better. I just can't get on her and tell her. I told her I wouldn't tell everybody what I got paid. Keith, you're the only one that knows, and that's why I told you because I know you won't go tell everybody. But yeah, like I said, it'd be sitting at home. They were actually surprised. They said if my arm didn't get any better, I was probably going to have to get on disability. But they were kind of shocked, because when I was in the hospital, they said, "You're probably not going to be able to work again." Proved them wrong. Then I told the one nurse, she goes, "You ain't going to be able to work again." I said, "Well," and then, like I said, them nurses were nice. And I told my one friend, she came in, she goes, "I'm surprised that you're able to get back to work." I said, "Hey," I said, you can't stop greatness." And she just shook her head and laughed. But like I said, yeah, I think this was the worst one thing I've had wrong with me. And now I got to go get my eyes tested since my sugar, my A1C's down, because he said, I mean, I can still see, but the one doctor said you got cataracts, but it's not as bad. But I'll probably get sunglasses too. I can sit there. I had sunglasses one time, and the one woman, my one friend, picked me up. We all went out to hang out and stuff. She got so hammered. She goes, "Oh my god, I had the sunglasses on." She goes, "Oh my god." I'm like, "No, I mean they're sunglasses. I still can see." No, I don't do that. Only if it's my own. I'm not a certain someone from down in Sistersville or Peyton City or where the fuck he's from. Uh, I got one person. She the one that I told you that I told her I get her a ticket, but first she's got to buy it from the concession stand. She said she would, but she's not working because she had a heart surgery or triple or quadruple or whatever it was, and it's my buddy's sister. So I said yeah, and his name's Buddy. I'm trying to get him to come, but I think he has to work. I've been telling a shit ton of people. That's what gets me. You can tell a whole bunch of people. So tell them where it's at. They see the flyer. I'll be there. I think most of them, they'd like to come if they don't have to work. I said, well, like I said, all you need is like 50 people, and then you'll be set. So I've been telling twice as much, and God knows how many people Stu's told. I'll give him credit on that. He puts the word out. Actually, I got to get his shirts tomorrow and put them in a bag. God, last time I come in here, I hadn't seen him for a couple months. We haven't seen each other. He's fucking around, try to tackle me or something. But yeah, I got him some shirts. So I got to make sure I get them there in the closet somewhere. They'll pay him. They're like a 2X. Yeah, I gave him I think it was like a large or an extra large. And oh my God, I said, can you breathe in that goddamn shirt? I made him take it off. I got him another one. I'm like, geez. That's when you order. I always used to get shirts made, and I always said, well, what size do you wear? And he wears a 2X. Yeah, it was funnier now. I think I still have that picture somewhere. I'm like, good Lord. But yeah, probably be there. Like I said, get there before 3. I've been saving my hotspot. Kids I want to use them. Like, nope, gotta save it. That, like I said, that's the only reason why I get it, because I go somewhere. There's one. I gotta wait till I get paid. There's one that you can. Cause when I did it, the last one I did it at, I was completely out by the time the next day, because which I didn't. I don't care. This one, if I use up all my mobile data, 2 days later I had to get my card, so I'll be good. But yeah, someone asked me last time, she goes, why don't you turn around where you can see the ring and stuff? If I do that, let people watch the show, talk while they watch the show, I'm going to have to, there's a way you can charge people. And like I said, I can't, Willie told me, I told Willie I don't want to do that, because then people are like, well, get them to come to the show, not sit there and watch it. But you like on Facebook, you can do that. If you're going to do a show, you can make people pay to watch it, but they'll say wrestling and live, but it can be like, I don't know, like $1.99 or $2.99 or some shit like that. But there's like, I picked like 2 people that I want to talk to. Hopefully they'll do it. If, like I said, if they're not up to doing it, that's no problem. No big deal. Well, actually, there's 3 people, but hopefully, if he feels all right, like I said, I'm not going to bug him about it. But we just have to see how everything goes. I'm going to message one uh, he's constantly busy all the time. He has with his own promotion and stuff like that. I want to talk to him in person and see, and then yeah, I'm gonna message the other one tomorrow and say, hey, I'm bringing my laptop and my microphone with a 10-mile wire because it's a goddamn long ass wire. It's like 6 feet long. I'm like, good lord, I don't need to get that big of a cord. Dumbasses, but that's all right. But gonna message him, see if it's all right. Yeah, he can talk about like Nick. He can talk about what happened and stuff like that. Now the one, there's actually another one that see if she'll do it. Not the one that's coming, and the one's it's been there. So like it's Mom's sitting there making all kind of noise out the yard. Say I'm doing something important. Be quiet. No, I don't want to make her mad. Hey, the kids. Oh, Keith, if you're still on here, are you still on here? Hopefully you are. I charge my phone up because I usually call you after I do these, and my dad must went to sleep. I was watching the movie. I was like, oh, it wasn't like an hour and a half or something like that. 5 minutes in the movie, I was asleep. But if one thing I won't be able to do is I can't talk about Raw, which I don't watch Monday Night Raw, WWE, or AEW. I kept telling Anthony, I said, you got to learn to turn your TV off at night. Then the girl started, and I'm like, well, I fixed that. I kept the cable suspended for a while. So I said, now you can set up all night and watch TV. Oh, Hannah don't do that. She sits on her phone. I'm not going to end up taking her phone from her at night. But I always check on these two when I come home, and they were asleep. Hannah had a blanket wrapped around like it was 20 below out, and Isabel was snoring away. But yeah, I had to get that figured, but I'm going to start, since I start working, I said, limit half the stuff. The internet, I told them next thing is going to disappear if they don't start paying attention. It's going to be the internet. Because, you can't, anybody that has kids, you yell at them, oh, they don't do no good. If you start taking stuff, that's when, then they'll learn. But yeah, it seemed that we're supposed to get snow tomorrow, so, the big blizzard. We haven't had a blizzard for, Jesus, I remember the one when I was in school. I was in elementary school. Walked home in it. Yeah, we didn't get like 2-hour delays or they didn't cancel school. Your fucking ass went to school. Walking in, and we had to walk in. Me and my buddy were walking home. My dad he had a friend that lived in town, real nice guy, and he because my dad used to live up on the bridge, but then he ended up selling his house, and his friend was he was crippled, but he still got around. He drove his car out where he can drive and stuff. But I remember going up there, and my dad says, "Did you get home?" Because I always stopped. I was always up there when he was. I spent half my time up there hanging out with my dad, and my brother was out looking for me. Yeah, I didn't go home right after that, and yeah, needless to say, I got in trouble. Now, my other dad, when he told me to get home, I got my ass home because I knew better. I was called and told him what's going on. But Yeah, see, hopefully the weather needs to either warm up or be cold. One of the two. Not like real hot, like July. If I can sweat your ass off in July. I remember one time we went to the fireworks. It was like what was it, like 102 or some shit like that. I'm like, I'm old and fat, and I don't like heat. I've never liked heat. I can't stand the heat. If it's real hot, screw it. I sleep on it. I sleep on. I sleep with a fan all year round. My brother does too. My little mixture, me and Hannah was trying to figure it out. And I guess people can hear me. There's other stuff on here that you can do, like sound effects and stuff, but no, I'm not pissing with them, you know. Well, hold on. Uh, I want to message something. Yeah, okay. Oh, thank God you can. Uh, I went to hit something, and I was like, almost removed you from the thing here. I'm like, shit. Be like Hannah. Yeah, I figured that's where I knew that's where he was from. Um, yeah, I usually don't like to criticize people, but what he did, he he deserves to get castrated. Um, yeah. Um, kind of scoot over here, so I'm in the middle of the thing. Or yeah, that's, and then another dumb. He travels like 2 hours to get down there for nothing. Don't get reimbursed for gas or yeah. Maybe try to. There we go. And yeah, like I said, that just drives me nuts. Who? Who you talking about? You said you broke her heart. I don't know who the hell you're talking about. You just come out left field with that one and threw me off. But yeah, it's like these. No, now I told her I get her a ticket. Messaged me the other day, and told her, I said, yeah, I'll get you one. I told her I was teasing her. I said, you can be my date for the show, and she started laughing. Her brother, I used to tell him that when she would come up when we worked together. I said, he introduced me to her because I was coming in the door as he was coming outside. He goes, "Oh, this is my sister." Well, once we started working together, I always used to tell him, "I said I'm gonna be your brother-in-law one day." He get all mad at me because it's so fucking funny. That's what he tell me. Yeah, you know. I told her since she's having trouble working and stuff. I don't know if she's working or her. I don't mind getting a ticket for it. It's just that other 80 people that oh, can you get me a ticket? Don't fucking re-show people. Yeah. Now that's how much you spend when you have dates. Go to one girl, I was like, "Why don't we just talk?" I said, "We ain't going out eat at home." And the one girl, she loved to play poker machines. I'm like, "We're not going to play the poker machines. Why don't I have no?" And then she go play them. And then she call me, "I don't have no money." I said, "Well, that's because you shoved it in that goddamn machine." And the other one was just crazier than hell. I was like, "Oh, good lord." Like I said, I'm too old for nonsense. I got one kid's going to graduate, kick her ass. I'd kick her ass out when she graduates. Now I sat and talked to her the other day. I said, help her find a job and she can save some money. I told her about getting, she wants to get an apartment. I said, well, you're not going to find one. It's cheap. I found, what was it, 3-bedroom. It was like $800. It's like, oh, I didn't use it, the green screen today because someone made fun of it and said it looked shitty, so I didn't use it. I got to, I'm glad you mentioned it. I'm going to ask my buddy Michael when I get a hold of him how to, you can like invite people to come on. Like I said, you don't have, you can come on and talk like I am now, or you can just do audio. Yeah, I didn't use it today. I was going to, but I'm like, nah, just, oh God, yeah, tell her and see what happens. Oh, she'll blow up. She'll tell you, oh, I can't stand you. Then 2 minutes later, she'll come up and talk to you. She's getting mad at you. She says, I'm not talking to him no more. 2 minutes later, she's her rambling to you. Them kids, I'm telling you, they get a kick out of you. And every time he has to work, he always tells me before I leave to tell you guys hi. Which is weird because them kids usually, it takes a lot to them to get to like someone, but like I said, them kids just love you to death. And I told her because Willie teases her when he comes up. He talks to politics to her, and she gets aggravated. Then she'll leave and then go back up. But I told her that I'm not feeling good. If she wanted to come up and help, yeah, I feel really bad for him. When he told me, I was like, good Lord, hopefully he feels better. You know, watch eating out like in the restaurants because half time people, they I know from experience they'll leave it sit there for hours, or they don't, like the temperature when you have to put something down. If it's not the right temperature, yeah. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah. Hope he does all right. Um, yeah, I was worried there for a while. I was like, he had a lot of shit happen to him. With his mom. And then every time I mention his mom, I almost want to cry. That day I messaged him about that. I was in tears because she was funny. Goddamn too fought all the time at the shows. How I got yelled at and I didn't do anything. I'm like, then he got mad. I said, it's all right. Yeah. I'm glad he got to go back to work. I told him I felt really bad because I had a horrible ass cold. And, I told him I didn't want, I kept apologizing. He said, no, it's all right. He goes, you didn't feel good. But, yeah. So I'm glad he got to go back to work. I know sitting at home sucks. But when Keith, I mean, like I said, you're constantly doing something. So, like I said, or like with your foot, that's why I kept messaging you to make sure you was all right and stuff. it was, oh my God. It was, I think I had like a bronchitis or the flu or something. I had like a real nasty cold. You be the one to be getting it with all your hoochie mamas coming around you. Someone, you messaged that on Facebook one time, and a bunch of people said, "Who's that guy that keeps because you know how you put stuff?" They're like, "I should report him." I said, "No, it's all right." I said, "I know who he is." I said, "He just like, jokes around." I'm like, "They can send a lens mob after you." I'm like, "Good Lord." I said, "We say shit to each other all the time." Yeah. Well, the kids when you used to when you first started, they didn't when you teased them. They didn't when you first met them. They're like, I said, they used to just sit there with it during headlights. I said, he's picking on you, especially when you pick on it. Isabel, she just shakes her head and walks away from you. Yeah, I know. I told him, yeah. I said he jokes with me all the time because you know how sensitive people get anymore. Oh my God, Willie used to get banned from Facebook for 30 days. And then I tried to mess. I said, what the hell? Oh, I got banned for 30 days again on Facebook. I said, well, Jesus, what the hell you're. I said, quit posting your weird. He would post it and people get pissed at him. Like, you need to quit doing that. Oh my God. But, Willie don't care. Once he has something, if it's on his mind, he's going to say it. Yeah. I don't know. People need to, I told people, I said, said he's jokes around. Well, my buddy Big Mike God rest his soul, he was always putting shit on him. Like, you really need to quit. He was bad. I tried to message him one day. I sent him something one day, and I'm like, what happened? Oh, I got banned for 30 days. I said, what? And they told me what he put. I said, well, you can't put that on Facebook. Yeah. He was always in trouble. Yeah, about stuff anymore. Seems like every time you post something, I posted something, but like I said, it's on my other one. I had to put the Joker face, and he's holding like this or whatever. That's my favorite. And I'm not in the Marvel things, but I always like the Joker on there because not like the Jack Nicholas and not Jack Nicholas, Nicholas and whatever the fuck his name was, and there's another one. I can't remember who he was. Yeah, that one. But anyways, there was a guy. He was laying down, okay, and he was balancing this girl on his. She was balancing herself on his knees. They weren't nude, okay. They sent me a thing. I seen it bouncing it on her knees, and he was holding her up, and with one hand, he goosed her. Okay, it's not like he shoved his whole fucking fist up her arm or anything. They said that it was against their guidelines. So I messaged him. I said, okay. I said, it's not like I'm thinking he didn't shove his whole hand up her ass. What the hell? And I'm surprised that they didn't boot me up. Because I told him, I said, I said they weren't nude. I said it was a joke. I said I see shit on her all the time. People post stuff on her all the time. And I've seen some pretty vulgar shit, but I said something from TikTok. I said, that I seen I thought was, funny. Someone reported it. So whoever reported it can kiss it, I'm not like my buddy said when he tells people up, there's a saying that he uses. But yeah, they don't like it. They can kiss my ass. I thought it was funny. Wasn't anything vulgar. They want to see vulgar shit. I'll put vulgar shit on there. Piss them off, bastards. But anyways, we'll get on. I'll get kicked off YouTube. Start bitching about that. No, when I met Big Mike, it was down at the Marshall County Fairgrounds. I went to a show. I had I was, we had like, I know how this happens, and I'll tell the story. Uh, um, I met him down at the fairgrounds. I went, I had a big stack of DVDs, and then I'm like, what was his mom at the time we did get married to Isabella graced the world with her presence. uh, so I'm going to take these down. I don't need them, so I'm just going to take them down. I got like, I think it was like, I had like 30 or 40 of them, and they gave you $1 a piece for each of them. So I was like, I was walking back, and I was like, because I wanted to get, I had to get stuff for the kids. And I seen a poster, and I'm like, so when I get back, I said, hey, I want to go down to, Auntie was just little at the time. He didn't start going to, he was like 2 or 3. But I said, I'm going to go down and watch this wrestling show, see if it's any good. I went to one before with my the guy I worked with. It was up in Bridgeport. That was funny. That's where I seen Alan and Charles. I'm not going to call him by his wrestling name. And it was Sean Massey. He went one by Big Dog or something. And that's where Tony Summers was the ring announcer. But then I went down, like the guy sold it. Well, like I said, Big Mike bought it and went down there. That's where I met Stewie. If I wouldn't, when I wouldn't, I always see him says so much of wrestling, I wouldn't have to deal with you. But no, that's where I met Stewie. Stewie's a good guy. I always tease him. Trust me, he can drive you nuts at times, but you get used to him after a while. So I went down there and watched it. That's where you guys call him Mike. Alan. That's what I've always called him. That's where I met him at Charles and went by Jack. He was still in prison for what he did. And I remember I was like, man, there's not a lot of people. I think there was like 25 people, 25. I think it was like 25, 30 people. I kept thinking, man, not a lot of people here. So I went up, it took me like about a half hour because like Big Mike was like 6'6" or 6'7". So that's where the other Mike was there, and he really didn't do anything. But he helped out when but so I went up and I introduced myself and I said, hey, my name's Randall, and he's like, wow. I said, if you need help with this, I said, I can help advertise and stuff like that. I know how to advertise. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, he's like, like you go away. So I went to the next show. That's when I took Anthony with me. And I told him, I said, hey, man, I gave him my number. I said, I can really help you if you want. And then we went outside. They had benches there, and we sat there and talked. And I told him I said how I can help him, and he seemed interested. And he said, okay. And that's when he had Bill Eady, Demolition Axe. He was there. He went from getting like 35 people. I think it was like, like 85 people. Then he started with shocked how many people showed up. Then it was I remember it was in July. It was Jason Sig Roberts. I said, this one, you got to put out posters. I said, you might want to do something on the radio. Well, there's a radio station in Moundsville, and they ran the ad. That place was so fucking packed. You were armpit to armpit with people. Keith, I'll look at your comment in a minute. We had to open the doors. And then the guy from the fairgrounds that ran us said, hey, can you bring some bleachers over? He thought I was joking. That place was packed. Of course, before the show started, Jake was drinking. Oh my god, I mean, it was a real good shit. Him and that goddamn snake. He kept. I thought it was funny to put that fucking snake on me. I hate snakes. Uh, so it hits his head. Thank God he didn't. I was checking the back of his head when getting back there. I swear that he ain't bleeding, and he didn't feel it anyways because he hammered. And then the bag fell over, and some drug paraphernalia fell out, and I'm like, I kicked it back in there. Gave him an ice pack, and the guy that brought him, I said, you might want to get him going, take him back, you know, get him, make sure he gets a shower and take him to the airport. But God, that place was packed. Then it was when Billy Gunn was there. It was the Jake and Snake Roberts show, he had over 400 people. Then the Billy Gunn was there. That's when he was, he was whatever he was. And TNA, he was there. Oh, I don't know what you mean by reporting the bad ones, but then there was the Honky Tonk Man show when he was supposed to be down there. He kept the airline ticket. They sent him an airline ticket. And he didn't show up, and then who else was there? There was him. There was then we at the Eagles in Moundsville. There was Larry Sabisky. He couldn't touch his hair because he had the toupee on. I brought him in. And, he was real nice, And there was Shark Boy, and then Brutus Rubber Beefcake, Action. So there was the one-legged wrestler, whatever his name was. He was in WWE. I can't remember his name. I think it was Zach something. Yeah, there was like a lot more, but the one the one person like all the people there was my favorite show was when New Jack. Okay, the first time he come in, I'm sitting there trying to get everybody. I said everybody needs to get in the line so they can get in, And then this arm comes across me with the camera. I'm like, who in the hell? And I turn around. And he bullshitted with me for like 10, 15 minutes. Got everybody in. I said, trying to get everybody in line. So as soon as he came out, I mean, and people out there's like almost like 200 people. I'm trying to get them all lined up because, that's when he stuck at the one guy in the head with a fork. I'm like, jeez. Then when he was brought it in again, and I didn't know, but I was on, I called it babysitting duty because I had to get, all the other ones, they said, you keep eye on him, don't let him drink or anything. Well, didn't work out because I went next door and there was eight like 6-packs of Haley Heineken. Got him mad. And he goes, is there a bar downstairs? I'm like, yeah. So I had to go down and get him mixed drinks because there was like 6 of them. I'm surprised he didn't get alcohol poisoning by the end of the night. And every time I remember bringing up, you didn't stir this with your dick, did you? I'm like, no. I mean, God, we sat there before he got liquored up, we sat there bullshitted, Everybody didn't, people don't like him because they said, oh, he was like one of them, what you seen on TV, and when I seen how he was on TV, but when he get there, he was Jerome Young, and then when he wrestled, he was New Day. We sat there and bullshitted and stuff. And after, he kept in touch with, we kept in touch with each other. But my microphone, like someone said, people said, who got him hammered? I said, I don't know. I said, I don't know who got him drunk. I said, I was kind of wondering that myself. But almost a couple of weeks later, he calls me and said, we went think it was Ferguson on National Road. He's sitting there eating. He goes, "Oh, by the way, I found out who got him drunk." It's because he wasn't supposed to drink, and I'm like, "Oh, damn." he knew it was me, but he wasn't happy at first. But then we laughed. But yeah, that's how I met Alan, Mister. He was such a freaking nightmare to deal with. He would come out with like a beer, take people's hats off, dump beer in them, throw beer in their face. There's so many times that he had to wait in the back before he left because people wanted him. They were going to beat him down. I mean, that's how bad it was. And of all the years, like I did the wrestling, I think him and Charles were the worst ones to deal with. And the reason why, if Bobby Polton, like if anybody that knows Bobby Polton, really nice guy, probably one of the nicest people you ever meet. And I said, "Well, how much did it is to rent his ring?" "Oh, $600." I said, "Okay." So, this is when I was working real good. I'm like, they're not going to pay him. They're going to try to short change him. So, because that's what they used to do that. And like they did with Bobby. They didn't do Bobby, Bobby Lee. Bobby is from KSWA, the owner. I just talking to him because it was his birthday. It was Robbie E is what his name was. Yeah, they shortchanged him. They didn't do that to Dan Severn, and that I could give him credit. That one show, that place was there was no room to move, and Dan Severn, but he was real cool on, I always wear like dress pants and a dress shirt. I don't want to go there looking. I was just there with the girl I dated at the time. We stopped and he thought I was one of the owners. So I said to her, I said, no, I said, I just noted who were doing it. So I said to her, bullshit it with him. He was pretty cool. But yeah, I didn't want them to shortchange Bobby. Shit. Oh, got it. I just forgot his name. Who was we talking about from the Fantastics? Bobby Fulton. There we go. Good. Like my mind's horrible. So I had an envelope. I brought a receipt out. I said, if you want, and I gave it to me. I said, there's a receipt here for you. In case you write it off on your taxes. Oh, he thanked me. It was real nice. I always called him Mr. Fulton. He didn't like. He said, you can call me Bobby. I sat there and talked to him. Really nice guy. They got mad. I said, you guys ain't paying him. I'm paying him because I want to make sure he gets paid. I didn't have to do that, but like I said, I respected Bobby Fulton, and they used to get mad because I said, you guys are short change him or like they did with Buff Bagwell. They took off and Bagwell went to his house looking for him. And then like with I just like to sit the third show. I'm like, I ain't doing this no more. Because then that's when I started finding out shit. I'm like, nope, I got kids, and they drive me nuts. But still, I don't want them to be around shit like that. But another one that I met that was really cool was Big Bully Busick, one of the nicest people in the world. I mean, he was just him and Shane Douglas. I like Shane Douglas too. Shane Douglas was pretty cool. I talked to him a couple of times. But yeah, Big Bully Busick was, he was such a nice guy. Real respectful, And so like he brought his son with him. His son was a MMA fighter. Yeah, his other son was a West Virginia state trooper for the police. But yeah, he was pretty cool. I like talking to Busick. But yeah, but back to Big Mike. The last show that he did was the Honky Tonk Man show was a disaster because once again Charles took his money, went to the hotel. Then that's when he was supposed to be with some chick. We found out years later the chick was like 17, 18, or just turned 18 or some shit like that. I remember, I still remember, I'll remember this day the rest of my life. I'm downstairs getting a honky tonk, man. He cussed me from one side to the other. I'm not a big, after that, I mean, I was trying to, explain it to him. I said, hey, I'll make sure you get your money. Just, give me your address and stuff. Well, they had his phone number. So they called him the next day and explained it, sent him his money. But man, he yelled at me the whole way down there. Just, man, he had a sailor's mouth. And I kept thinking, I'm going to hit this old bastard if he keeps yelling at me. But I was respectful. And not just cardboard. Then that's when we had staff and security. They said, you might want to come upstairs. I'm like, why? They said the wrestlers are taking the ring apart and going to take the ring with them. I'm like, so I had to run back up the steps. And I get her and said, what the hell's going on? They said, well, they're taking the ring apart. Big Mike was downstairs talking to the lady. Well, I called him and left him a voicemail. I said, hey, you guy, you couldn't hear the phone down there because there was a bar downstairs and it was loud. I said, you might want to come up here. I said, the wrestlers are stealing your ring. So I'm sitting there, I'm trying to get him out. I said, hey, if you guys just give me a minute, we'll get this straightened out. Next thing, the door flies open. The chair gets booted. The table flips over. The chair gets booted halfway across the ring. And them chairs were, they weren't the fold out. No, they had fold out chairs, but then they had the one where the person sold the ticket. That chair was heavy. He booted that thing across there because that's how mad he was. It was like time stopped. Everybody was just, and he offered for me to come over. He gave me the money. I said, he goes, what happened? I said, well, dipshit took the money. I think it was like $300. He was short $300 because I gave him the money because my buddy DJ, I said, man, I need you to come back with me so you can witness that he got his money. So he gives me the money for the wrestlers. I said, here, I said, everything was kind of hectic tonight, but I told him, I said, you guys will get paid. I said, you guys have no one will ever not get paid. So I paid him off. The one girl, well, I gave her like $40. She goes, wow, I'm supposed to get another 40. I said, you're going to get what that you agreed on. And because he told me to watch because he said, don't try to overchange it. I said, this ain't my first day. I said, this is what you guys got paid. This is what you guys are going to get. Oh, that shit was, so finally, he, there was a guy named Frank, I forget what his wife's name was. They helped out. So, we all went to their house and he said, there's only 3 people. He said, I'm going to have 3 people that run this. He said, it's my dad, it was him, his dad, and, me. And I told him, I said, so we ran a couple other shows and stuff like that. But yeah, after that, I got rid of Alan. I made him leave. I said, you're done. He goes, what do you mean? I said, you might as well just not even, you're not going to get booked anymore. And I message, he went by a message Charles, and I told him, I said, you're done. He goes, what do you mean? I said, if you're going to steal money, take $300 that was owed to, I forget what his Ray Farrow was, honking man, his name. I said, you just stepped out like that. I said, that's shitty, and so you're done. And we were in a couple, we didn't bring names in, but we still drew about 80 people to 100 people. Yeah, well, not the he was pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, them shows were fun. I met Bishop Slade, real nice guy. It was him and was his name Madman Mondo or whatever. Pondo. And I used to torture the shit out of that poor guy. Something had something to do with the 101 Dalmatians. I used to get him fired up about that because that's from my 101 Dalmatians. He go after the show. He goes, God, he said, damn it. He was mad, but he was laughing. Just had to get you going. But yeah, like I said, Lex Luger was there. I forgot about Lex Luger. Come in. He was real nice too. It's a sin, but his health deteriorated and all that. He come in. Had to chaperone. That's what that was a lot easier than New Jack. Like I said, New Jack was my favorite wrestler, but I sat there and talked to Luger. He was all religious. He had pamphlets and stuff. And I said, can I get you sign this? He said, no, he goes, you want anything signed? I said, yeah, if you don't mind. If you can, that's fine. If you can't, that's all right. So I got my picture taken with him, which, like I said, everything's on the computer. And then I'm sitting there. So I stood up, see people, I stood aside. Everybody said, where are you getting a picture with Luger? Luger looked at me and I looked at him. I said, hey, good, are you someone big hair? I'm like, no, I just help out. But yeah, then them were the fun days because there used to be, there was like anywhere from 200 to 400 people at them shows. That was like 20 years ago. But how about the wrestling? That's how I got into it because of Big Mike. One other story before because I rambled all that time. After the shows, I take Anthony home because he was little at the time, and he loved Big Mike. That was his favorite person. Him and Michael Blade. So we took him home. I said, I'll be back. We're gonna. At that time, she wasn't a fucking lunatic, but we went back. Took everything back. They weren't allowed to take the belts home with him because they had one episode was one of them that took it. And we had to fight to get it back. So we took the belts over, dropped the money off. He goes, well, we're gonna. You want to go do something? I said, sure. I was president bursting the church talking about this. Usually when I talk about it, like I said, he was unique. That's why I said Keith, you and him get along real good. both are just or something. But so we ended up going out. I said, where you want to go? I said, it doesn't matter, wherever you want to go. Well, we hiked up Cabela Drive. I'm like, there's a little building. I said, is this a restaurant? He goes, no, you got to eat. I said, I always care with you. We walk in there and it was Jill's. I'm like, why are we at a strip club? Oh, come on, we'll have a good time. And Keith, I've told you these stories a million times. So we go in there. We're sitting at the bar. This one girl come up. She went by Savannah, and this fucking woman loved me to death. I didn't give her, not because I gave her money. She always come up, sit there and talk to me. There was another one to talk to Mike. So every show, even on the weekends, it got to the point we went up there, they didn't know who we were. We didn't have the idea. They knew who we were. We didn't have to get, carded. So they started giving us VIP treatment. Every time I went up there, she was there. But that's what we did after the shows. And we used to go to, like I said, we went to Perkins after the shows. And then I started out just being, fans sitting in the seats to start doing advertising for him. Selling, I sat at the door and selling tickets. Working the concession stand for him, helping him out with that. Then doing security, which was pretty interesting. They sat alongside the ring like they do in WWE. They sat there just in case. But we never had anybody who wanted to, try to jump the guardrail. And then I went from doing that to, what the hell was it? shit. Well, like I said, we with help chaperoning the wrestlers, which, like I said, New Jack was that was a fun one to do. See, I think it more like it was like it was him and his dad and me, but then it was me, him, and his dad towards the end. But yeah, like I said, never had an incident at any of the shows. Then when I started doing them, because I talked to him, I said, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing them," and he said, he come to a couple of them. Then once again, Alan reappeared. I was like, Jesus. He got. I wonder how he messaged me, and I said, "Hey," I said, "I don't want to bring you in because I said too much of a nightmare." And then he brought Charles with him. The first show I had Zoltan, Lord Zoltan, that's the one that you call Zoltron. God, I had almost like 175, I think it was like 180 people just for that. And they because I remember they got one of the guys come up, "You might want to come downstairs." I said, "Why, what's going on?" There was as soon as I opened the door that you come into the room where we sat in the wrestling, from there down the steps, all the way, it was like down to outside to the parking lot. I said, "What the hell's all these people?" I said, "These people here for the wrestling?" He said, "Yeah." Then did that show. I made it killing off him about the guys from that used to come down. That's how I met the KSWA guys from Big Mike brought them in. Everybody got paid. One thing I told them, do not do is cuss. The woman did not like cussing. Well, once again, now Alan decides he's going to drop the F-bomb. Woman looked back and I'm like, son of a bitch. So we went back. I made sure, because I always had the money to pay people in advance just in case something, there wasn't tickets didn't do real good. Paid all the guys, thanked them. They were all real cool, Alan says, he goes, "You didn't pay me." I said, "You're not going to get paid because I told you weren't supposed to cuss. And you decided, I'm just going to do it anyways." So I got rid of him. He never come back. Because after I started doing it, I was having like personal issues, with, how ex-wives are. So then I started back up again. That's when I hated the Glendale apartment. So, oh God, it was such a nightmare there. I remember one show I did. It was for a memorial show for my buddy that I met at the wrestling. Him and his grandma loved them shows. They come every time. We bullshit it on the phone. That's one thing everybody told me. You can interact with the fans during the show, but after the show. But he was pretty cool anyways. The ring announcer got double booked. His car broke down. I remember this. His car broke down. He called me and he goes, "Man, I'm really sorry. His car broke down. He's waiting for the truck to come get him." I said, "Well, that's all right." I said, "Well, we'll get it all figured out." About 45 minutes later, I'm like, "Where the hell did DJ go? The DJ's supposed to be here." So I call him. He goes, "Man, I didn't realize I was double booked." He sent me the money back, which was pretty cool. So I told my one friend, I said, "You got a boombox?" He goes, "Yeah." And it was one of them real nice ones. They all had their CDs and stuff. So that's how he sat there, put the music on. Michael Blake, God rest his soul. I said, he goes, "What's going on?" I said, "Well, the ring announcer's car broke down. He can't make it." And DJ got double booked. He goes, "What?" I said, I was getting mad. He goes, "Hey, it's all right." He goes, "If Angie come to listen to music and stuff like that." And like I said, he was a big help. I had to ring announce. I have my one friend. Keith, I'll tell you her story another day on the phone. This is something you want to put on YouTube. So I ring announced. You know, everybody got paid. My friend, someone decided to get into was trying to get into the money, and I said, and then had some of the people I noticed didn't pay. I say, okay, I had like 75, 80 people there, and I'm like, and tickets, I went to the tickets up and say, well, you're letting people in for free. Oh no, well, that's what happened. What time is it? God, I've been on here for. Let me see how long I've been on here for. Jeez. An hour and 16 minutes. I got on a little bit after 2, so it's like 3:15. Let me see. Someone text me. Let me check this real quick. Might be my work or something. Oh, shit. Stupid ad. Oh, let me see. Let me go back. Okay, Keith, you're still on here. I subscribe to you. I'll subscribe on my other accounts too. This would be pretty cool. But yeah. Keith, every time we get on and we talk about wrestling. But that's how I met Big Mike. Like I say, he was a pretty cool guy. We always hung out together and stuff like that. He'd come over and get me, and like I said, Anthony just loved him. But when he passed away, oh my God, poor Anthony. And he was little at the time. He cried for like months about that. You still, if you talk about him, he gets really upset. Then when I found out about Michael Blade, that bothered him. He loved Michael Blade. He was really upset about that too. Then there was Devin, him and that goddamn snake of his. Well, I put this as news and update, and it said news and the thing it said about news and politics. I don't know. But yeah, it. Like I said, stuff changed over the years, but 21 years later, I try to get, I'm like, I'm not going to do this no more. Someone would call me. I'm like, Jesus. But like I said, I met a lot of people, and I can't let go bear too long because I'm really starting to get hungry, and I don't want my sugar to drop. So, yeah. But like I said, with gas prices and stuff like that, it's just outrageous how much gas is. Like we had gas wells over, they need to open them back up. Yeah, sad to put the people over in Ukraine, but yeah, like I said, he did get rid of, he did get COVID under control. That's one thing he did. A couple years ago, they couldn't get it was getting out of control. He got it. I could give him credit on that. He got COVID under control. Where we don't have to wear a mask anymore. Like I said, everything is just such a screw up. We're gonna, like I said, everybody says, oh, how was the people over there? Which, everybody has a right to their own opinion, but it's going to come down to we're going to, if everybody wants to sanction the guy. Okay. I think maybe we just keep our nose out of it, and then I understand that the president over there is wanting help, but he don't realize it. I mean, they've been sending missiles and stuff like that, ammunition. One place, I think it's China's sending him a whole bunch that's, helping him out. But if we stick our nose into it, it is going to be World War III. I can tell people don't think, oh, that's over. We don't have to worry about it. It's going to, they can get backlash from it. But yeah, that's basically about it, Going to go grab something to eat. Got 2 people watching, it says. But yeah, they're telling people to carpool now. If people work at the same building, the same company or franchise, to carpool. I think that's a good thing to do. Carpool. It takes like $60 to fill my mom's car up. When I get paid, I'm gonna. My son's gonna help too. I said it costs $60 to fill your mother's gas, or grandmother's gas tank. I said we're both gonna put in $30 to fill it up. He's stingy. He wants to waste money. And I said, so I'm going to bite you in the ass on the way in. At the end, I said, you don't know if you're going to have this job forever. And so yeah, I told him he's going to, he sees how much gas is now. Of course, some stupid ass. I got nothing against truck drivers. My other dad was a truck driver, but these ones out there now, or that are out there, supposedly they're convoy protesting. They're just screwing up stuff. Food went up. Groceries went up. Everybody's bills went up. Stuff's not going to get easy. The easy rides are over with now. That's why I tell people, welcome to the real world. No more stimulus checks. People not wanting to work. Like, oh, I'll just get a stimulus check. Then people, income tax comes, and money's not going to last forever. I guess it is just really bad out there anymore. They said the gas prices are supposed to get better. I have to wait and see. Like I said, I've been on here for I'll stay on here for I'm on like an hour and 25 minutes. I think it'll be good. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to do one tomorrow because I got to work. I'm going to do one Sunday. It'll be around 3 when I do it. I'll be going to do it live from Sunday from the SCWA Wrestling Show. It'll be in Glendale at the Fireman's Hall. I hate that place, but hey. So, like I said, I will see everybody Sunday around 3. Show starts at 4. I'll be doing one around 3. Show doors open at 5. Show starts at doors open at 4. Show starts at 5. Yeah. I'm gonna think my sugar starting. I can tell it's gonna start bothering me pretty soon. But like I said, I'll be doing stuff throughout the show. Hope that I'll get to interview a couple of the wrestlers. I can interview Willie about and stuff like that. Have him, come on here and talk about the wrestling and stuff. But like I said, it'll be Sunday around 3, and throughout the show, I'll come on and, stuff like that. But until Sunday, I will talk to everybody later. For everybody who stayed on here and listened to me ramble, I appreciate it. I have a subscribe button. You can subscribe to it. Then hit the notification. Like I said, the more people I get on here, I'll have people come on and talk. I'm not, like I said, if you subscribe, I'm not going to ask for money. I don't do that. But like I said, until Sunday, I will talk to everybody later. I got to go get something to eat before my sugar drops. So I will see everybody Sunday. Find a little arrow. Okay, hold on a minute here. So, yeah, there it is. It disappears. Wow, how am I being on here longer than what I think? Because there we go.